Recently here at WHAS 11, we've been covering a series we call Impact, the 9th Street Divide.
We have been examining West Louisville, its past, its present, and how you see its future. Our series has now sparked community involvement.
And James Linton and Margaret Harris are joining us now talking about a special breakfast tomorrow morning where this topic is going to be discussed. Thank you guys for joining us here this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
Well, tell us about how this came about and what inspired you to keep the conversation going.
Well, it actually started about 12 years ago when I owned Expressions of You. Most of my white friends who live in East Louisville decided they wanted to know if it was safe to come past 9th Street to come down to the coffee shop. And I would always have to assure them that you're safe, everything's going to be just fine. Most of my black friends who live in West Louisville won't go to the East End. So what we wanted to do, along with Channel 11, because you guys did a great story on the 9th Street Divide, we wanted to partner up with you guys and invite people simply to come out and network and talk and get to know each other. We always challenge our children to do better, but I believe it has to start with the parents.
So how do you sell the 9th Street Divide today? You see the headlines, they see the headlines. What are you telling your friends now about why they should come to West Louisville?
Well, I really believe people have to start talking to one another. We have to begin to break down some of the racial tension that exists in America. And by simply coming together tomorrow and talking and having breakfast and getting to know each other. Our Honorable Mayor Greg Fisher is going to be there. We've asked 3 city council people to invite people from their district that don't know each other. So we want to have a lot of diversity tomorrow, and we're going to bring everybody together to just be on one accord. Let's think how better our city would be if people started to communicate with each other.
So what do you hope comes out of the breakfast tomorrow? What steps do you hope to see happen next?
I would like to think that we have more in common than we have that's different. So what could be more common than breakfast and conversation? That's
Exactly.
2 things that we have in common already.
Right.
And we're planning to do this every 90 days.
And the coffee will be good and strong, right?
The coffee's going to be good and strong. The breakfast is going to be great. Miss Margaret's going to stay up all night making breakfast. So,
Really? What's on the menu?
it's going to be a full breakfast. It's going to be a full breakfast. So some of our friends who are listening who we did not get an opportunity to invite, you call us and we'll have an invitation for you.
All right, this is going to be taking place in the Portland area tomorrow. Margaret, James, thank you so much for coming in today.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, sir.
You will not believe what celebrity is going to host it tomorrow. That's Channel 11's Renee Murphy, and we're very excited about that.
Well, I'm glad to be there, and I'm glad that our stories, the conversation can continue from what we've been putting on the air because we know it's important. So we do appreciate it. Thank you guys.
A good job.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thanks for having us.
And James Linton's group, Community Connections, is hosting that special breakfast and discussion tomorrow morning. The doors will open at 7:45 in the morning. It's taking place at the Dollfinger Building in the Portland neighborhood. The address is 2500 Montgomery Street. If you get the chance, stop by. It will be a good dialogue.